What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Mark Thompson back for another episode of the AVOPODCAST. I know I'm always talking about the NBA stars, but this week I'm definitely coming at you with my hottest rookies in the league right now. And also, should we be taking Denver serious? Because they looking like true contenders right now. And look, I'm going to tell you why I am absolutely petrified of the New Orleans Saints right now. And of course, you know I'm going to talk my Philly sports. Eagles' keys to victories this week. So, let's get started. Before I get started, oh my God, I need a cut bad. Let me grab my hat. Give me a sec. Cool. So, listen, man, I like DeAndre Ayton from the Phoenix Suns. He's one of the hottest rookies in the league. He was actually the number 1 overall pick. He's averaging about 17 points a game and 11 rebounds. I love him at center for that team, especially pairing him up with Devin Booker. That's a bright young future. Before he even came into the league, he was saying that him and Devin Booker could be the next Kobe and Shaq. It's a possibility, but the way that the NBA is shaping for big men, he's going to definitely need to learn how to shoot, and he's definitely going to need to run the floor and rebound. As you can see, he already can rebound, but man, they could be a very nice dynamic duo. And if you notice, there's a lot of bigs in the league. The big man is going to resurface soon. This Golden State window isn't going to last forever. So as soon as there is one legit dominant big man like Joel Embiid and Karl Anthony Towns, the league will definitely slow up and start grabbing more bigs. So keep a watch out for that. But as for DeAndre Ayton, the boy can ball. He can definitely ball. He got a nice little 12-footer out there. You know, he hits the glass. He can bang in the paint. He can find the open man, a la Devin Booker, Trevor Ariza, just to, name a few. But I really like what he's doing out there in Phoenix. And who knows, could be Rookie of the Year, but I don't think so. This man is going to be Rookie of the Year. My man, Luka Doncic, ball. 19.8 points per game? Number one, he's 19 years old, former EuroLeague MVP, my pick for Rookie of the Year. As you can see, he's definitely balling out for Dallas. That's not a problem at all. On top of the 19 points per game, he also averaged about 6 rebounds a game and 4 assists a game. Had to check my notes. Take notes. Anyway, he's also shooting about 47% from the field. Not bad for a rookie, but he can do it all. Score, rebound, run the floor, find the open man. I really like him a lot. He could be the future for Dallas. You know Mark Cuban loves his foreign players. And Luka Doncic, he's another one. Staying on the topic of rookies, man, I'm actually shocked by this player. I did not think his game was going to translate. I thought he was an absolute jack, automatic assault rifle out there. But I'm talking about Trae Young from out of Oklahoma. Last year, he put up a lot of numbers. I'd say his first 9 games, he got a lot of Steph Curry comparisons. But throughout the tournament and the rest of the season, he started turning over the ball like crazy. Wasn't a very efficient player. But he's looking like that same player he was in college his first 8 or 9 games, and he's putting up buckets for the Atlanta Hawks. Believe it or not, he's a sleeper. He's averaging about 19 points a game and 8 assists. He even had a 35-point game a couple weeks ago. So definitely watch out for Trae Young. He can definitely shoot the 3. When he's out there, he looks like Steve Nash, and Steve Nash is actually one of his favorite players. So he's out there, he can shoot the 3, he can find the open man, he can get to the bucket with no problem, and he has very long range. So Trae Young, he could definitely be a sleeper in this rookie draft class, but I'm still rocking with Luka Doncic until anything else comes up. I like him. Can't be touched. Staying in the NBA. So I'm just doing my thing, doing my research, and I'm like, wait a minute. Now, Denver, number 2 in the West? I know Houston got off to a slow start. I know San Antonio is not quite there. And we definitely not talking about the Lakers. Trash. And then OKC, they got Russ injuries. So, as of right now, it's just the Warriors and Denver. And Denver looks outstanding. They're a very deep team. very deep team. And truth be told, like, they don't even have two of their key guys yet. They don't have Isaiah Thomas. They also don't have rookie Michael Porter Jr. from out of Missouri. So these are two guys that are only going to make the team better, and they're going to have so much more depth once they come. So it's a possibility they could stay around that 2 or 3 range. So they look fantastic right now. They're definitely led by Gary Harris Jr. He averaged 18 points a game. Nice little two guard. So they definitely be doing this thing on and off the ball. To complement that, he has Jamal Murray, who actually put up 48 points last week against the Boston Celtics. And Kyrie was so mad he gonna toss the ball in the stands. Look, I get it. He didn't have to pull up that jumper with time running down, but you also ain't have to let him get up 48. So give or take, but Jamal Murray, he's a beast. He also averages about 19 points a game. And wait, don't let me forget, we got to talk about their MVP, Nikola Jokic. Yo, 17 points a game, about 10 rebounds a game, and 7.7 assists a game. This is a big man we're talking about. Big man. He's doing it all. He has multiple triple-doubles last season, so you know that's not a problem for him to do that again. He really fills up the stat sheet. I mean, he also averages, about a block a game, a steal, and he shoots about 52% from the field and 37% from 3. So talk about somebody who's doing it all. Like, he's doing everything for that team, and they're only going to get better. And they got a few guys off the bench who can help them as well. Not to mention, they got Trey Lyles, Will Bart, and Paul Millsap. Like, they legit got a squad. Like, they're a solid 9 to 10 deep, and that ain't nothing to mess around with. So you want to talk about trying to compete in the Western Conference? They're not playing no games, and I really like what they're trying to do for sure. So we'll see what happens with Denver. As I started at the beginning of the season, I said they definitely would be in the top 5, but I never expected them to get off to a start like this. So we'll see if they're able to keep this going, around All-Star break, once teams finally start hitting their stride. Some trades happen, we get people back from injuries and everything like that. So keep doing your thing, Denver. Listen, I wanted to introduce a new segment to y'all, by the way. This segment is called, y'all gonna wanna fight me after this one. So hold on, I'm gonna hit y'all with this one. Zion Williams is already better than Ben Simmons. Also, the Duke Blue Devils will blow out the Cleveland Cavaliers. Switching over to the NFL. Y'all see the concern on my face? I'm concerned. The Saints just picked up Dez Bryant. Like, they're already on fire. And I'm a little bit scared, man, because I like Dez. I've always liked Dez. I mean, look, being an Eagles fan, you're never really supposed to like guys from the Cowboys, but fantasy sports will make you do that. One year I had Dez, and there was a game where the Eagles weren't really, we weren't really that great, and I had Dez on my fantasy squad, and he caught about 3 touchdowns and really helped me out in that fantasy league. And since then, Dez has kind of been my guy. So I like Dez, and one thing I do know about Dez is that he's never really played with a quarterback the caliber of Drew Brees. So that's what frightens me, because they already got a solid squad. They got Alvin Kamara, who has 9 rushing touchdowns, 3 receiving touchdowns. My man is doing everything for that team. It's freaking scary. Drew Brees thrown 18 touchdowns on the season. And look, we can't forget about Michael Thomas. Like, what? He's snapping too. Like, everybody's doing something for this team. Now, as always, their defense is lacking, but when you got an offense like that, like, do you really need defense? You're outscoring everybody. Like, how many 40-point games have they had this season? They've had multiple. So the Saints are scary, and it scares me that the Saints might really take over the NFC. And the reason I feel that way is because, like, the Eagles, we've made strides too. I feel like the Saints move was to kind of counter our move as far as getting Golden Tate, because if we're getting Carson Wentz more weapons, then look, they need to get Drew Brees more weapons as well. And I'm definitely going to get into this a little bit more, but the Eagles are about to catch their stride. So I get why the Saints make this move, and they're just going to be very, very dangerous. So I'm worried. I'm very worried. But we got them next week after Dallas. You know what? I'm jumping in. We're going to talk Eagles right now. Look, I've been holding it in. Had a bye week. I'm a true fan. For sure, because I ain't watched no football last week at all. Even though Brady versus Aaron Rodgers was on, I tried to, but my heart lies with Philadelphia. I'm loyal. If the Birds not playing, I'm not watching football, and that's how I do. So this week, you know who we got. It's Dallas week. We gonna bust they ass. Yeah, I said it. Ass. We gonna get them. Look, I don't like Dallas. Never liked them. Never did. I like a couple players, though. As I said, fantasy would do that to you. I like Zeke. I do like Zeke. But that's about it. I don't like nobody else on that team. I don't like nobody on that organization. I don't like Jerry Jones. Dak Prescott is the most overrated quarterback in the league. He's a straight bum. He's garbage. I saw some comparison where his last 16 games look identical to Kevin Kolb. Y'all know how bad Kevin Kolb was. He was a bum. He was like throwing 18 touchdowns and 16 interceptions a game. That's Dak Prescott. He's a bum. And he's an Uncle Tom. I ain't even going to get started, man. But straight trash. But as far as that, the Eagles' keys to victory this week, look, we got Carson a lot of weapons, but we still have to protect him and run the ball. We don't have Jay Ajayi no more, and don't have Darren Sproles. You might as well just scratch him for the season. He was supposed to come back this season, but he re-aggravated his hamstring. Truth be told, I don't think he was coming back at all. I think that was Dougie P just trying to mess with the Dallas scheme, had them game plan for Darren Sproles, and he ain't even going to be there. So he just made them do extra work. I never thought he was playing. But with that being said, we got tons of weapons around Wentz now, and as I mentioned last week, the offensive line has to protect him. Keys to victory for sure. We got to get after Dak Prescott. Once he gets out of the pocket, he ain't ready. He gets all flustered and makes a lot of bad decisions. So we're going to need our front four to definitely rush. And Jim Schwartz, don't be afraid to blitz. Send extra man. Show some blitz packages. Don't be scared to have your corners get up on their receivers. Don't be scared. Our front four will get there. Believe in them. Stop being stubborn. We got this. And also, when we have the lead, that don't mean take your foot off the pedal, but don't be afraid of the run either. Because what happens is, I've been seeing things that I don't want to talk about it, but it reminds me of those dreadful Chip Kelly days when we had offensive drives for 35 seconds. I don't like that. Look, if we have a nice little lead, I'm not saying play conservative, but hand off the ball. Burn some time. Throw a short pass for a first down. Dump it off. But listen, don't be out there trying to throw home run balls and, we still leaving tons of time on the clock. That's not going to do it. And as long as the defense stays aggressive as well and go after Dak, because I'm not really concerned about Amari Cooper. I'm not really concerned about Zeke. We know Zeke is going to get the ball 60-70% of the time because that's their main weapon. So we shut down those three guys. We got the game in the bag. And this is an absolute must-win for the Eagles. We have to win this because we're about to definitely start hitting our stride, as I was saying. I had to grab my keys, y'all. I'm a true Eagles fan. I got the schedule here on the keys. So, look, right? So we got Dallas, right? And then we got New Orleans. That's one of the games I was worried about. I was definitely worried about that. We gonna have to really start hitting our stride. We got New Orleans on the road. Then we got the Giants. That should be a win. We already spanked the Giants. We got Washington. They lost two of their top offensive linemen. So who knows if Adrian Peterson's going to be able to produce the way he has been. And we're going to be able to get after Alex Smith. So I like that. And then we got Dallas on the road again. So I'm telling you, the Eagles really need to get it together. And this is the chance to open up the door. The Rams finally took their first loss. We're going to give New Orleans that loss. I'm confident. Even though I'm worried, I'm confident. We're going to give them that loss. So it's really time for the Eagles to open up, do their thing. And then there was a moment when I was watching the game against Jacksonville. And call me crazy, but Carson been looking more like Aaron Rodgers than Aaron Rodgers. I saw so many spectacular plays, and I didn't want to say it out loud. This is actually the first time I am saying it out loud. Like, I said it in my head, and I was like, nah, maybe that's too soon. But I'm starting to believe it now. He's finally getting things together. He's starting to look like Carson from last year, and I'm hoping we can really protect him and make a solid run, because with the addition of Golden Tate, that's only going to make him better, and we're going to be able to spread the ball around so much more. So let's make it happen, Birds. Let's beat Dallas. Do what we always do. I was going to curse, but forget Dallas. My mother watches this. As always, thank you again for watching. It's your boy, Mark Thompson. Another exciting episode of the AVO podcast. I'll be back next week. I'm going to have a fresh cut too. Y'all want to see the waves spinning. I promise you them Jones going to be sharp. I'm out.